Hello and welcome back to Lemans 24 Hours on the Dreamcast. This episode stands to be a little bit longer than usual because today's championship is the Prototype Enduro Championship. That and the Super Enduro will probably going to be 20 lappers. I don't actually know. I haven't pressed go yet. Actually, let's just find out now. Oh, first we've got to pick a car, yes. What have we got to pick from this time? Looks like it's going to be not all the open toppers, but sort of like the class below the ones we were running last time. Riley and Scott, the Kramer rate, that looks very angry from the front. Oh, we have the R390 again, but we only just drove that, so I'm not going to do that one. There's the... is it Joust? I'm going to say Joust, but it's got an E in it, I don't know. Paynos. I haven't actually driven it in a championship yet. I might. JMB competition. Actually, yeah, we're going to drive this one. We're going to go for the Audi R8C, because I think it looks quite nice. I don't know much about it, but I'm going to go for it. Yeah. Name's correct. Oh, it's 15 laps. Okay, that's not too bad. So that'll be, what, half-hour long races, I think? Might be 2 pit stops, might be 1, might be 2. I'm going to try and stretch it, so I'm going to go hard tyres. Not going to qualify, because we're only on the medium difficulty, so it keeps it interesting, so I have to go through the whole field. Let's go. Let's give it a go. Should be interesting. Been looking forward to this, but I've had to hold off because I didn't know how long this video was going to be. Let's give myself a slot that would actually fit it in. Okay, oops, span the wheels. I'm a little bit out of practice. 10 other guys to get past. They're weaving like crazy in front of me. Let's try and go around the inside of that one. Again, for the Paynos. And then I'm going to get a little bit held up here, but that's alrighty. We'll deal with that. I don't think I've done this circuit. No, this is extended even further than the usual one. I think. It's been a little while since I played this, so my mind is not completely with it yet. Let's try and go around the outside of our fellow Audi. A little bit of contact, but nothing crazy. He didn't send me off into the abyss, at least. Try and squeeze up here. Yeah. Cute. That puts me on the outside here. There we go, we're past him. Very low slung car, this is. I do quite like the look of it. It looks nice. I do like it. I've never really seen it outside of this game. I'd have to look up what other games have this car in, but I don't think it's a Gran Turismo one. It's not one I'm familiar with. Yeah, let's not go out wide, for one. Sneak up the inside of McLaren. There we go, I've got it. And then we'll see if I can take the R390 on the straight. There we go, yeah, thank you. I want the blue one. I hope I get the blue one as a reward for this, because that's the one I'm familiar with. Wow, they're going mental up front. Weaving all over the place in front of me. Goodness me. Ow. I don't know what that was about. The McLaren wanted to find a way past, but he decided to just go completely left and right all over the place, as if he was trying to warm up his tyres. Like, before they start a race, but you don't do that during the race. That'll be a bit stupid. Squeeze up the inside of the other Audi, the open top one. Oop, sugar. I did not expect him to brake that hard. I'm gonna wait. I'll let his teammate go past anyway. Sort of counts for the same thing, but I did not expect him to brake that early. It's a bit silly on me. They are braking quite early, those guys are. A bit weird. I'll see if I can sneak past, well, see if I can do it here. I'm Up on the inside. There we go. Lovely. Right. So that's first place. Now the job is to hold it and not kill my tyres. I say going straight into the grass. It's alright, the guy in second did as well. So that's fine. Survived that one. There's the pit lane, so that's where we go into that one. I shouldn't need to brake around that one. I think that's just a straight lift off of the throttle. I wonder if I can get the lap record this time. I don't know. On to lap 3 anyway. Yeah, I swear there was one with a shorter hairpin. I think that's the shorter variant of this course. I might be going a bit senile. Forgetting which ones I've done before and which ones I haven't done. I think I've done this one before. Yeah, I've done this one before. I did this in the BMW V12 that I know from Test Drive 6. Yeah, I've driven this one before. I'm not going mad. So, planning for pit stops. If I have to, but I'd have to pit at 5 and 10 if I had to. But I'd like to last a bit longer than that. If I can get the tyres to last till 8 and then stretch to 15, we'll be okay. I'd like to just pit at one time if I can. That would be optimal. We'll see how we do. Again, can't get that corner right. So I've got a bit of leeway behind me. I'm fine for distance. Let's see, try about laying off the throttle here. No, it's more than a lay off the throttle. I might have to just dab the brakes a touch for that one. Let's see if I can get into something of a rhythm. Yes, that was a better lap, but it was terrible. Let's see if I can get into a sort of a rhythm or a routine with this. See if I can find a groove to get into. A little bit too tight on that one. So fuel is already coming to half. We're on about 60%. I'll just have to see what level the fuel's at by about lap 7 or 8. And then we'll be able to figure out when to pit. Hard tyres aren't too bad. Not really feeling too much of a difference. I can feel it when the soft tyres die off though, I remember that. Sort of immediately the car becomes very squirrely. It's just I'm down on my lap, despite it being a lot cleaner. I don't know. 9999. Sugar. I swear, I will get that corner right at least once during this race. It may only have been on the first lap, but I will get that corner correctly. Wait, yeah. What happened then? Okay then. Sorry. I don't know how I lost grip then. I let go of the accelerators to do the corner and I completely spun round. That was weird. I don't know what happened then. Sorry. Bit of excitement. Maybe this one's a bit tail happy. Or a little more tail happy than the Paynos. Oh, 2 of them have already pitted in. Interesting. 2 or maybe 3, I'm not sure. But yeah. Some of them are pitted in already, so they might pit in again at like lap 10 or 11. Interesting. I'll have to see what the pit strategy is for the racers up front. Yeah, it's 3 of them that have pitted in, and the dots have divided up a bit. I am not driving very well, I'll admit to that. I lost about 3 seconds doing my spin though, so that's not too bad. You don't get points for doing spins in this game though. It isn't Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, I don't get any turbo boosters for doing that. It wasn't in the air anyway, it was on the ground. I would like to set a nice lap time if I can. Just right now, I'm sort of making a shoddy representation of my skill here. So those guys are miles behind me now. Let's see if I end up lapping them, because they're going to fit in twice. I only aim to fit in once, if I'm lucky. I'm going to have to keep an eye on fuel. Fuel is about 40% at the moment. So it's livable for now. I'm not struggling. I don't know if there's really a way that I can make the car just sort of lightly sip its fuel. You know, just coax it around the corners. I don't know. There isn't really a way to not push hard. I can't really like half press the throttle or something. And just I'd be slow anyway, so I may as well just keep it as it is. He says, going off into the grass again. I'll get back into the swing of this, I promise. Probably by the end of race 2, but you know. Another group of them have pitted in. So they'll be pitting in again on lap 12-ish, something like that. I can probably only do about 2 more laps on this, looking at the fuel. Up on my times, which is nice. I just hope I don't fluff a certain corner. I've let go. Damn it, it let go. I'm really not getting back into this. I'd like to say it's the car, but I think it's me. We're still okay, I'm still gonna win, but I'm really not finding my groove, specifically at this circuit. 144. See if I can do. Well, I can do this lap on this fuel, but it's probably gonna come up as fuel low. Plus, I can't really. I should pit in on this one or the next one. But if I pit in on this one, no, I should pit in on this one. Yeah, because then I'll need fuel again by like 14 and a bit, and I can just coax to the finish then on like 90 mile an hour on fuel. Yeah, that should be okay. Oh goodness me. The tyres are a little bit fluffy as well now, they're kind of a bit of a darker green. I can kind of tell actually. There he goes, blaming the tyres. Oh dear. There's the fuel low. Yeah, I'll be pitting in this lap then. And the group that was behind me has pitted in, so everyone has pitted in. And then I'm going to fit in as well now. But they're just coming on to lap 7, so what are they going to do about lap 14? Are they going to pit in for 1 lap? I don't know. Can't see it happening myself. In we go. Let's hit the brakes so that we don't have another episode with skimming along the wall. Yeah, I'll refuel it fully, thank you. Pity I was on for a good lap time then. See if I can sneak in a sip of coffee. There we go. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Catalonia. I'm not the greatest at this course, but, you know, I'm trying. I basically just want to see what happens at the end of this set of championships. I want to see how this game handles the winter courses that it's teasing at the end. Because normally these races would be cancelled completely if the course was covered in snow. But apparently not in this game. Apparently we're just going to carry on. I'll have to see though. That'll be the episode after the next episode. I am interested. part of the whole reason why I'm doing this, just so I can see what on earth this game does in the winter. It's just going to be a festival of spinning, basically. As if we haven't had that in this race already. I've already span out twice and it's only the first race. These tyres are definitely nicer though, I can tell already. Yeah. They're a nice bright green, so I can continue this race properly now. I have lost quite a bit of time. It's only 15 seconds in front now. That's still quite comfortable, obviously, but due to the spins and due to general mistakes by me, I've not been the greatest driver this time. Hopefully we'll get a course that I'm more used to next. Maybe it'll be Suzuka. Or, what was the other one called? Is Brands Hatch in this? I'm not sure. We might even do a course of it. We might even do the South. We might even do the South. That would be nice. Good looking car, this. I do like how this one looks, actually. Now that I've had some time with it, I do like how it looks. Glad I picked this one. Might pick the Panos for the next one. Or if it offers me the opportunity, I will drive the GT1. I don't know what it'll let me pick from in the next set. But it should be fun. I really don't want to spin out again. It's gonna might annoy me. Have they pitted in again? Yes, they have. Another group has pitted in on lap lap 8 for them. 8 to 9 for them. So yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about some of the contenders at least. If they're pitting in twice, they will not be a bother. I'll have to see if everyone else hits in twice though. It's interesting. I mean, this happens in Gran Turismo as well sometimes. Some of the cars will pit in 3 or 4 times in long races, and some will only pit twice. Because some have opted for soft tyres all the way through, and some of them have opted for hard tyres all the way through. And you've got to decide whether you can take advantage of hard tyres and stay out longer, or you'll be quicker with soft tyres. You've got to decide that. Personally, I'll do hards. Because I can't feel much of a difference, especially in this game. The main divining factor for when I pit in is still fuel. But thankfully, on this one at least, I've only had to pit in once. But I will take notes. So this is like a 1 minute 34-ish lap. And we've pitted in at dead halfway. So thus, if there are any longer races, I'll probably be pitting in twice. So thus, I might do softs, pit in twice, and try and take advantage of the soft tyres being nicer. That goes against what I just said, but I'm figuring out strategies as we go. Generally I'd pick hards, but I might have to pick softs for the next one if I'm pitting in twice. I do have enough of a margin over the others that I could pit in twice, so it's not crazy. It's not a mad idea. Yeah, I've got 30 seconds, so I could pit in twice if I wanted to. Yeah, we might pit in twice on the next one, just to use soft tyres if it's a longer race. If it's like Suzuka and it's a 1 minute 50 or something, I'll pit in twice and use softs. Just gauge that for myself though. It's fun though. I quite enjoy having to think about quick pit strategy and things in the middle of a race. Gives me something extra to think about. It can get kind of monotonous doing the same track over and over, but the same, well, 15 laps of the same track. Well, try doing 72 laps of Côte d'Azur on the Monte Carlo circuits. That was a load of fun. It was long. I remember doing that one back in my youth. Long, but I did it. I did it in the Formula 1 car, of course. So it was always going to be a guaranteed win. Sometimes the races in Gran Turismo are just about time, about spending the time on the game and you'll be rewarded, rather than actually doing the race and worrying about it. The others have pitted in. Another group has pitted in on lap 10 for them. Meanwhile, that group is going on to lap 11 and taking second and third place. Meanwhile, we've caught up to some back markers. See if I can overtake them somewhat cleanly. I hope I can. We'll see. I cannot get that corner right. I don't know if I've done that corner correctly once during this race. And that's where we span out the first time. Okay, we're gonna merge directly into this big group of cars. It is time. Here we go. Right, we've got some cars to play with now. We've got the green one and the blue one of the R390 racing together. I think the blue one's slightly faster. I don't remember. I think it is. Yeah, we'll try and get past both. Oops, sugar. Slight tap at the corner there, sorry. Now they're battling between each other. Let's see if I can take the McLaren and the Paynos now. Quite like that McLaren. I've not driven that yet, I don't think. No, I drove it when I was testing the Le Mans mode to see how dark it gets. It doesn't get too dark in this game, it's not crazy. I've mentioned it before, but it's not max power levels of dark, if you know that old game on the PlayStation 1, because there was no lights whatsoever in that game. We were chucked into like the wilderness in a stock car with just the headlamps, and it's very dark. I might do a video on that in future just to sort of demonstrate how ridiculous it is. It's like rally stages with stock cars, and it just feels very strange with how dark it gets. It gets quite ominous. It's kind of spooky. It's not a scary game though. I don't play scary games. I try not to anyway. Let's go around the inside of this guy. Thank you. A bit of grass, nothing too crazy. I haven't been paying attention to other racers pitting, so I don't know if they did pit again or not. Let's get past my fellow Audi. Hit the brakes. I was too busy looking at the Audi. No! I like cars, I'm sorry. I like looking at cars. That's why I play in third person as well instead of playing like that. Feels quite weird, that does. There we go, that's better. Didn't realise there was one more camera you should change back to. Because if I have it at this camera, I can see when cars are approaching me from behind. Like I can see them in the well, I can see them like that, but I can also see them appearing in the screen before they try and overtake me. So I have the camera out a little bit, so I can see them then for a split second. So I know where they are a bit easier, a bit sooner rather. Yeah, did that corner right. Hooray! Just realised we're on lap 13 now. Oh, the other team did pit in. They pitted in on lap 13. Okay then, so I'm going to have a huge advantage, because I'm only pitting in once. Oh well. Well, we're going to pit in twice. It's even like not tracking me time-wise anymore. It's just saying there's one lap to second place. I suppose that's for when you're doing the Le Mans races and it gets to gaps like that when you have multiple laps in front. I seem to remember in Gran Turismo it stops telling you after you're one lap ahead or something like that, because it's like it's unnecessary to tell you how far you are ahead now. You know you're a lap ahead. Why bother telling you? pretty sure it does that anyway. There's the fuel low. Can I do another lap on this fuel? I don't think I can, actually. I might have to jump in for a very quick refuel. Oh well. As I said, I've got enough time to do that. I was hoping I'd be able to make it to the finish, but I miscalculated my laps. I should have pitted in one lap later, but then I would have run out of fuel again anyway. And we can't do a whole lap at 90 miles an hour. That just, I'll lose from that. I know I will. So let's do the smart thing, hit in, and just get a bit of fuel. Just quickly, like at 30% or something. Thank you. Just one lap, please. I don't even need 30%, really. I'll have to give it some. Right, so those guys have passed me back. So now it's actually telling me a split time again. I just want a little bit of fuel. It's a pity I couldn't opt to not change the tyres, but sadly that's not an option. I just wanted just a bit of fuel. Just a bit of a fill up and carry on. Okay, off we go. For the final lap of this race. Hopefully won't have to deal with... Yeah, I won't have to worry about those guys behind me. They're not doing anything. Best lap was a 1:34.2, so we're getting close to the records. I'm pretty certain that the record was set with something like a Toyota GT1 or a Saab Mercedes or something. Forgot to mention that car. Maybe I'll get the option of picking that in the next one. Maybe it'll give me one as a reward from this one. I don't know. I'm excited to see what cars I get. Reminds me of Gran Turismo when you receive a random car after completing a championship. I'm reminded of a certain championship where you're awarded a peach-coloured Yaris for completing it, which isn't quite as funny. Well, it isn't quite as fun, rather. I prefer not to receive a Yaris for winning this. Although entering a Yaris in the Le Mans 24 Hours could be quite fun. I wonder if they'd have to modify it to have the right power output to actually stand a chance. Imagine a Yaris with enough power to outclass one of these. Oh, I love that. Sugar. I nearly spammed the car out then. But okay though. Right, and that is the finish. Hooray! First race down. Not bad. But we'll definitely... fuel low again there. We'll definitely modify my pit strategy. I'm probably going to swap to softs and do it like that. Because, well, we needed to pit in twice, so I may as well use softs. Right. Let us continue. Where are we going next? There's our next avenue. 26 minutes, so that's quite a more of a Gran Turismo like size of race now. Well, my race is that long, to be honest. It'll give me a chance to get into the game. Okay, we have Bruno, and it's sunny again. Let's swap back to softs. Okay, so we swap back to softs, and we'll probably pit at like 5 or 6 and 10 or 12, something like that. But I do intend to pit twice. That is a longer race as well, that's 1 minute 43, so that makes more sense actually. Didn't think about that. I talked about it during the last race, so I didn't think about it. Oh well. Right, race 2. That's a better start. And spin the tyres on the start line. Let's squeeze around the outside here. Just a little bit of a scrape there, but we're okay. come on. This car is kind of tail happy. It will spin out if you let it. K-Nose are trying to come round again. Is this going to be another double attack? Yes, it was actually. Oh, they did that last time. I think the K-Nose don't like me. They literally forced me off. Weird. I do think the K-Nose just don't like me. I'm gonna have to be careful getting past them. Sugar. Well, you can have a bump back actually. You forced me off the road, so you can have one back. See if I can get round the outside of him. Yep. And then again. Yep. Lovely. Now stay behind me. Get some slipstream off our fellow Audi, and then try and sneak up the inside. Yep. Lovely. And we'll see if I can catch the two McLarens. The black one and the red and yellow one. Realise that red and yellow McLaren, it's got white at the front as well. It's a very Shiro coloured car actually. I'd probably do well to drive that at some point in a championship. I think it's white at the front anyway, it would be silver. I'll check as I go past. Not really paid enough attention to it. Let's get past the black one anyway. The black one looks quite cool. Come on over the black one. We'll get past the white one. I mean the red and white one rather, sorry. Yeah, brake neither. See if I can take him this time around. He's too far back to benefit from slipstream, surely. Not enough to actually overtake me anyway. He might have caught him a little bit, but nothing crazy. I'll find a way past this McLaren. Don't have to worry about the black one. No, it's too far behind. Maybe I'll just take this guy on the next big straight. Or here. He's gone wide. No. There's no way to go there. Up here? We're by the side? No, we're not by the side. Don't back in again. Oops! Really struggling to find the gap. Okay, so we're on our straight now. I'm going to try and dive here. But I can only dive so far. We took both of them. I wasn't intending to take both, but they held each other up. Get off. Bit of a scrape there. Oh, he took me back. Ow. Come on. Gotta get past these guys. At least we're boxing in the McLaren, unless he tries to make it 3 wide. Oh, sugar! Ow! That was another double team. They really don't like me. Right, I'm taking him on this straight. I'm going to grab some slipstream. That's apparently my best lap, despite being awful. Okay, we're taking him here. There we go. I went a little bit wide. In fact, I went too wide, but now we're going to go past him again. That was like an undercut, an overcut, and then an undercut again. That was a weird overtake, but it worked. I was catching a smidge there, but not enough to actually be a threat. Let's get past the open top Audi, and then the R390 as well, hopefully. Brakes. Yep, he hit the brakes a little bit after. Good. A little bit before, rather, so I was able to take him. I hit the brakes afterwards. That's how you do those ones. It's the last of the late breakers, as it were. Squeeze past you. A little bit of a dent on that one. I do apologise. I'll get past you here. Maybe. Okay. Last of the late breakers. There we go. Got him. I can brake a little bit later than him, so I can do that. popped a cone. I don't think I really modified where it was though. I like ever so slightly brushed against that cone. Doesn't count for anything though, thankfully. You don't get penalties. Imagine if you did. Imagine if you got like a 5-second penalty for nicking a cone in this. That's 2 Gran Turismo 4, that is. Right, so we've not got long until, but I say we've not got long until we pit. I don't need fuel yet. I'll probably just pit around the same time. Like, I might pit on lap 6, I don't know. We're certainly going to have to pit twice because this is a longer course. It's about 10 seconds longer in lap time. Since there's 15 laps, 15 times 10, 150. So it's about 2 minutes extra that we're going to be doing on, about over 2 minutes extra that we're going to be doing on this set of tyres and this set of fuel. So, 2 minutes 30. What is my maths? You know what I mean? It's longer, so we're going to have to pit earlier. That's how that works. It's hard to do maths whilst driving a high-performance prototype car. We're okay though, we're doing fine. What a nice gap now. I do wonder when the other racers are going to attempt to pit in. Can't even see them, so we're fine. I did knock over that cone. It's just fell ever so slightly onto the track. That was a drift. You do not drift in these cars. Be careful. That would have been points on Underground 2, because Underground 2 is very lenient on how it counts your points in drift mode. Remember that? You just wiggle from left and right all across the course. Yeah, that's drifting. It's how you chain them together. I understand that. I did try and learn how to drift back in time on Gran Turismo 6, but I've talked about this already, but I remember trying to learn Gran Turismo, drifting in Gran Turismo 6 using this this blue RX-7 Ariamaya or something like that. I don't remember properly its name, but I was trying to learn how to drift around Tsukuba. Not Tsukuba, what's that course called? Might be Tsukuba actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. I was thinking of Suzuka, but you don't drift on Suzuka. It's Tsukuba. I think, yeah, I forgot to point out that I was too busy rambling, but a group of them have pitted in, so that means I don't have to worry about some of those guys. Don't really have to worry too much anyway at the moment. Just gotta follow the course, not be an idiot. It's another course that I don't really know from any other games. I wonder if this one's in Tokka as well. There goes the cone. I'm not going to try and get all of them. A little too slow for that corner. Could probably have taken that faster. I'll do one more lap and then we'll pit in. And then I'll grab another sip of coffee. See if I can... yeah, so we'll pit in on this lap. And then I'll be pitting in on laps 6 and 12. Tyres aren't looking too bad. They've gone a little bit dark green. Has everyone else just pitted in? Yeah, the other guys have just pitted in. So I am fine to pit in next time around, just casually. That's alrighty. Can't really get a decent lap time in now because I'm going to be pitting in this lap, sadly. I'll see if I can get some nice laps once we've got some fresh tyres. I'd like to I'd like to get close to the record if I can, that would be nice. Sugar. Sort of felt the back end getting a little bit wiggly then, but I caught it, that's alrighty. Hard on the brakes for this bit. Missed the apex entirely. Sort of a late apex though. It worked out okay in the end anyway. Wonder where that cone's gone. I've hit another one. The other cone is over there, lounging in the sand. I think we're going to get the fuel low sign anytime soon as well, so it's a good thing I'm pitting in at this lap. Yep, there it is. There's fuel low. So we're on 10 now, so we definitely can't do another lap on this, but that's okay. In we go. Lay off the throttle. Sugar. I want to keep it on softs. We'll refuel to 100. And I'll have some coffee. Lovely. Change the tyres, fill the fuel, readjust my head. Having to readjust my head. What am I going to be like for the longer races? I'm not falling asleep. I do like these longer races. Code! Come with me, Code! Couldn't carry it for too long. Oh, that feels so much more stuck to the road already. Wow. That feels a lot better. Yeah, lovely. So they'll pit in again at lap 12. I'll pit in again at like 13 or something, I don't know. No, they pitted in on lap 5 to 6, so they'll be like 10 or 11 or something. And I'll be at like 12. Yeah, 12 or 13. See how long the fuel lasts. I don't remember if fuel was definitely a thing in Gran Turismo 4, yeah. Yeah, it was. I think it was in 3 as well, but I remember it being the tyres that I was more worried about, not the fuel. I think fuel lasted a lot longer in that game. If I remember correctly, I don't know. I seem to remember tyres being the divining factor in that game rather than fuel. I can move that second cone as well. I didn't realise it fell onto the track. The other racers might have moved it by the time I come to it anyway. This car is so low to the ground, it's ridiculous. I do like it when they're low though. It just looks like it's skimming across the floor. The shadow is just, well, the shadow ends before the car. It's like, it's almost in the ground or something. You don't get like sparks as it goes around corners though. That'd be pretty cool, but that's reserved for Formula 1 cars, I think. I did look it up, and I was wrong about saying that I could get the Formula 1 in the PlayStation 2 game. There's a Formula 1 car in this, but it only exists in the PC version. And it only exists when you create a specific folder for it in the game itself. Like you go into the game's files, create a folder and call it Uber Cheats, and then the car will appear. And it's like, that seems a little far-fetched, but that's how that one works. I haven't been able to test it myself because I don't own the PC version of this game, but that's what the internet is telling me. But of course, the internet also doesn't really... Well, in the case of the Internet Car Game Database, which is what I usually use for checking my cars, checking my games rather, according to that, this game doesn't exist. There goes the second cone. No, according to that, the game doesn't exist. It has the PC and PlayStation 2 versions listed as the year 2002. But it doesn't list the Dreamcast version of the year 2000. It only lists the GBA version as well. This one doesn't exist. So I am playing a secret game. I'm not really. I mean, it'll all be the same models and the same numbers and everything. So technically, I don't know whether or not the Formula 1 car is in this game via a cheat code or not. Because I've only really checked by the Internet Game Car database or whatever. I can't remember whether it's Internet Car Game or Internet Game Car. I don't know. I always get it mixed up. But yeah, according to that, the Dreamcast one is not listed on there, which is interesting. It's all the same cars as the PlayStation 2 version, though, I think. In fact, it's all the same ones as the PC one. And the only difference is that Formula 1 car, as far as I am aware of. Which is only a joke bonus car anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'd use it for a Crazy Cheats video, probably, and that's it. Another group of cars has pitted in on lap 8 to 9 for them. They'll be on lap 9 as they leave. We are fine for fuel, fine for tyres. My next pit in is probably on lap 12. Let's see where the second cone has gone. Whee! Careful. Losing the back end there. Got to be aware of that. Just a little bit wide as well. Means to drift that wide. Strange way. Bad on the first sector, good on the second sector. We lost the third sector because of that that little half, not even a half spin, more like a quarter spin. Let's see if I can set a nice lap time. 147 will not do. I say will not do. It's faster than those guys, but you know me, I want to set some nice laps if I can. I don't really care so much about nice laps in an arcade racer, but this is more of a simulation racer, so I'd like to concentrate on my laps there. When it's something like Crash Team Racing, I'm not too concerned about lap times. Except for in Nitro Fueled. You have no idea how addicted I was to Nitro Fueled. Off I go on the side of the course there, sorry. But yeah, I was very addicted to Nitro Fueled. And the only reason I'm not playing that is because my sister owns the Nintendo Switch and she took it away with her when she moved away to work. So I've got to buy a Switch and get the game again to be able to play Nitro Fueled again. I've got like, I don't know how many, like 300, 400 hours or something on that game, unlocking a lot of the collectibles. Quite addicted to that one. If Nitro Fueled ever released on Steam, I would buy it in a heartbeat, and then I would probably be posting a million videos of that. So look forward to that one. Of course, I'd also do that with the original CTR if anything happened with that. I'm aware of the modding community that Crash Team Racing, well, the original Crash Team Racing has, and I'm aware that they're going places with their additionals to what they can do with the game. I think you can already do an adventure mode as any of the boss characters or unlockable characters, so I'd be interested in doing a run of adventure mode as say Entropy or something, or I don't know, quite fun. Or Fake Crash. Doing an adventure run as Fake Crash, just for the sake of it. But I also know that they are tantalisingly close to getting custom models in the game of racers. They already have in some cases, but they're not animated. But as soon as they figure out what the animation program is, or what format everything is, then I'm putting Shiro in the game. I'll make that 3D model at some point. Once I know the proportions, I know how to model in 3D to a degree. I can do low poly, So I'd make Shiro and I'd put him in Crash Team Racing, and then I'd do a series on that happily. But that is real future talk. I doubt if that'll even be in 2022. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I've no idea how fast things are accelerating for the Crash Team Racing Discord bunch. We'll see. Anyway, that was a large ramble on something not to do with the game. Sorry about that. I have to ramble. I've got 15 laps of this course. I'm allowed to go somewhat off topic. In other news, everyone's pitted in and I'm now catching up with the back markers. I'll probably have to link in the description about the Crash Team Racing stuff, but we'll see. If anyone asks, I'll just explain myself. See if I can catch up with this Panos. I still want to call them the panels. Still want to call it the panels. I'm pretty sure me and my dad both called it the panels, but it is Panos. 1 minute 23, so we're certainly good for time. Can afford to pit in again, and actually glancing at my fuel, I'm due a pit in, so we'll get that done. It's going to go fuel low as we go up this sort of yep, there we go, as we go up the chicane. At least I can tell when it's going to go fuel low now. So we'll pit in on lap 12. I'll have another sip of coffee, and then we'll continue on till the end of this race, and then we'll see where we end up next. No idea where it's going to send me next. Okay, oops, sugar, I nearly forgot. Yeah, refuel to 100, thank you. Hello, cones. I didn't intend to hit those cones. I was too into overtaking the McLaren and I nearly forgot to pit. Oops. Coffee's getting a bit lukewarm now. Oh well. How coffee gets. That was the last pit in for this race. And I yoinked these ones as well. Yep. Whee! At least the cones don't do anything to me. It'd be a bit mean if they did. But, you know, there go those cones. Sorry to whoever... actually, no, not sorry, because you get paid for it. Someone's got to go and get paid and put those cones back on the course. I'll go get them later. I'm used to putting things back where they should be. It's part of my job in real life, so... Yeah, I'll go tidy up the cones. On the job on a racetrack, to be honest, that'd be a lot of fun. Just listening to cars zoom past. I wouldn't be part of the pit crew, though. I know that a pit crewman's job is very difficult, because you have to be very precise with your movements and do pit stops as fast as you humanly can, and any misses that you do are sort of scolded, and I wouldn't want that much pressure on myself, so I would not be part of the pit crew. Mainly because I am quite clumsy. I don't know if I'm clumsy, but I'm certainly not great at doing things precisely. Another group has pitted in. Is that the third time they've pitted in? I think it is, actually. Because they'd be on lap 12 to 13. I'm definite some of them have pitted in 3 times. I don't know. Can't imagine pitting 3 times. A little bit silly. Oh, we got a 146.9. We got under the 147s. Great. Was that lap I just did? Might have been. I didn't check to see if it was the best lap or not. Sugar. we go. Careful. Felt back and go. Felt it again, man. What are we in front of? Can't tell, it's too far behind. I think it's Paynos. Minute 9, so we have lost some time, but of course we did. It's fine, man. Still on for a comfortable lead. And these chicanes. So this little straight. One of the blue R390s is in front of us. See if I can take that one. I'd like to get one of those as well. There's a few cars that I'd like to be the reward for this championship. Obviously we only get 2, but you know, I wouldn't mind receiving a blue R390. I know I have a green one, but the blue one is the classic one to me, the one that I know. Always dueling with the Toyota GC1 in Gran Turismo. Squeeze on the inside, because you took a very slow line through the exit there for some reason. And that's even better. 46.3. Lovely. Wait, the timer went off right as we went through. Was he the guy that I was racing for position? No, he can't have been, because it would have told me 1 lap. Just coincidence. Yeah, it was just coincidence that they both went off at the same time. Because if it was, then it'd do 1 lap here. And it didn't, so it was just coincidence. I'm not close enough anyway, because it's about 117 to 146 on my last lap, so we're not lapping the leader yet, not lapping second yet. Oh, this is the this is the last lap. I lost track. Oh, I am paying attention, honest. We'll get the Shiro coloured McLaren before we reach the end there. Yes, it's red and yellow on the back, and then it does have white on the front. That's very Shiro coloured actually. Quite keen on that. Oof, don't turn into me. Why did he turn to the right when it was a left corner? Let's get around you. There we go. Sugar, what am I doing? I thought I was straight. Never mind, you can have that back. Idiots. And there we go. 15 laps at Bruno. And I'm going to have a stretch because I'm all stiff. I'm going to be terrible for these longer races when we actually do Le Mans, aren't I? I'll be fine. I'm not too worried about those. Okay. So who was I racing for second place then? It was the number 30 Nissan. The other one, the other one was 6th, right. 28 minutes. So we're still worrying about the, well, we're not worrying about them, but the number 30 Nissan is our rival, followed by the black McLaren. Where we're going? Yay! Suzuka GP, yay! Now this is going to be even longer. So, hang on, what tyres are we on? Yep, we're on softs, that's okay. Do you have any other options? No, just those 4. It's a bit late to check that now. What are we, episode 5 or 6 or something? A bit late to check whether I've got other options in the garage. Anyway, Suzuka circuit. Full. There we go. Okay. Get past the roller coaster. I forgot to look up that roller coaster. Bother. I don't know whether it's got a name or any statistics to it, so I don't know about recreating it in Flycast Tycoon 2. That's still a pipe dream sort of idea. Not that great at Flycast Tycoon 2 either. It's been a long while since I've played it. This is the course that the course that I'm most used to in this game is Lemans, but this is the second most used to course in this game for me. Hit the brakes there. My cone's on the inside there, but I'll try my best not to hit those ones. Oh yeah, we got past the Paynos without them trying to kill me. Good. Forgot to even acknowledge that I was going past them. They're fighting with each other though, as the Audi that were fighting with them. Yeah, they're in a good tussle behind me. Brakes here, and then we're onto the after this sort of like sweeping corner, onto the back straight. I kept on calling this the Bugatti pit, but it's not. It's just the Suzuka short pit. I was obviously half asleep at the time and didn't know where I was. Tap on the brakes, that one, and then we're on to the fun part, which is the little chicane here that I could never get right on Gran Turismo. Thankfully I've got it a little bit better on this game. There's the Ferris wheel, and then the roller coaster by the side of it. I will look those things up. I'll find out things about them. I just want to know if it's got a name. Wow, the dirt really ate my speed there. That was unfortunate. I haven't got to worry about the guys behind me though, and I have got plenty of time to actually get to the front. Hopefully I can get there quite soon though. I'm more comfortable when I'm at the front, obviously. This isn't the whole group. No. That's 6th, 5th, 4th and 3rd. 2nd and 1st are a little bit ahead of them. I think it's the two Audis in front. Yeah, it is. Let's see about that then. They've all gone off! Thank you! Out, sugar. I didn't know the Mercedes was going to be... Mercedes. And the McLaren was going to be wiggling around like that. I was too busy watching the other guys fumble off the course. They're quite a bit back now, I don't have to worry about them. Just got to get past the black McLaren now. The other two have got quite a sizable lead. That shouldn't be something to worry about though, I should be fine for trying to catch him. So we'll slipstream our way past this guy, hit the brakes as we go in. Thankfully did not lose grip and spin out there. It has happened before, I'm certain. You're up the inside, so I'm going to have to give you space, but you're going to have to give me space for that one. Thank you. And now I've just got to see if I can make up any ground on the Audi twins in front. I think it's both of the Audi. I'm pretty sure no one else chose the R8C that I'm driving. I haven't seen one. Oh, I think I have actually. My brain is just soup today, I'm sorry. Oh, it's the other Paynos, that's it. Yeah, there's the open top Paynos. As well as the two closed top Paynoses. Yeah, because there's the Audi, and then the open top prototype Paynos is in front of him. And that's what's leading at the moment. Don't think either of them went off. The Audi did. The Audi went off, so I can take your position. Well, I can take it in a bit. You'll have compromised yourself for that one. Can I get through here? No. There was no space for me there. Shouldn't have attempted that, really. It's okay though, we've got time. No stress. I'll take some slipstream as we go through this bit. And then I'll try and go up the inside and hit the brakes before we come to this corner. Yep. Okay, lovely. Thank you. So that's past that one. Brakes again here. It is the other Audi. It was the two Audi twins that were in front. That open top pay nose must be somewhere behind me there. Let's see if I can get past this guy. I've nicked his side. Sometimes it's hard to tell the dimensions of these cars because they're so big. I got the inside here. Yes, but it was too tight of a line to really profit or do anything. And then it's hard to do anything through the sort of endless chicanes at the start of the Suzuka course. It's very hard to do anything here apart from just hold your line. So he had a completely different line there, so that wasn't helpful. I was going wide to try and get a bit more speed. Down the outside, and then through there. Lovely! That'll do for an overtake, that was quite good. So we'll hit the brakes, get that here. Quite like that corner. Ooh, he went off. That was either, I think that was second that went off there. So that'll slow the others down. On lap 4. It's taken me a bit longer than usual to get to the front, but we're still fine. We're on pretty much half fuel. Just imagine trying to like drive through that pit stop on the way through sort of thing. It's a bit of an extra course. Suzuka, teeny bit longer layout. Very awkward because it's right in the middle of that back straight. You like the chicanes halfway through the south. Righty. I think some of them might think about pitting in. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think some of them might think about pitting in during this lap. In fact, yes, they have. Yeah, a big group of them have pitted in. So that's lap 4 to 5. So they'll pit up in again on lap 8 to 9, and then potentially again on lap 12 to 13. That's a lot of pit-ins. I certainly won't be pitting in 3 times, I can tell you that. I don't know, I wonder what you'd lose more time for. Pitting in and losing like 20 to 30 seconds, or not pitting in and having to do a whole lap on 90-mile-an-hour crawler mode, because that's what this game does when you run out of fuel. I wonder what would lose you more time. Possibly something I would test separately, not right now. Yeah, look out for a video on that in the future if I ever get around to it. Someone remind me that I want to try that, because that would be funny. I think that would be funny. I'm definitely down on my lap time. I think that's down to my tyres sort of slightly dying off. I'm pretty sure that you can take that flat in some cars. I think I've seen them take it flat in Super GT. I'm not sure though. I need to catch up with Super GT. I used to watch that like a lot. I used to watch the uploads that they did to YouTube, because they uploaded the full races to YouTube back in time. I think they still do, and it's interesting because this year the skyline has been replaced. It is now the new Z30, which is pretty interesting. So now it's the Nissan Z30 Fairlady versus the new version of the Supra, and then the new version of the NSX, for the front runners on the Super GT, and I'd be interested to see how all those compare. I do like the look of the new 30. It looks quite nice, the new Z. I do like it. It's trying to play off the design of the original, obviously. Well, I mean, all cars do that to a degree, but you know. Another group of cars has pitted in on lap 6, so they'll be pitting on about lap 12. I'm going to pit in on this lap as well, because my fuel is just about to go low. Should be any time now, as we go onto the back straight here. Maybe? There it is, yeah. We're not doing another lap anyway. I've got to remember that the pit-in for this course is before the chicane, and it's a very big wiggle going down the pit-in. Not this road, it's this road. Wiggle through here. Go around here. Okay. So we're staying on softs, and we're refueling to 100. And I'm drinking some cold coffee. Thankfully, I'm well versed in drinking cold coffee because I'm like this all the time. I always forget my coffee. So it's no different now that I'm having to avoid coffeeing because I'm driving a car. It's no difference. Okay, off we go. So this should be laps 7 to 12. I'm ready. Okay. So get back into the swing of things again. I did give myself a stretch as well. You do get quite stiff if you're doing the same race for a long period of time. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm getting old. Oh no. I can't be getting old. I've got so many more racing games to play. See what the gap is now, because they're kind of close on the map. They're not terribly close, but they are kind of close. Yeah, it's only 7 seconds. Maybe I've been relaxing too much. That is only because we've all pitted now, though. We've all pitted once. It will have changed once we all pit in again, obviously. Just gotta not do something silly. Thankfully I've not span out during this race, but because of the commentator I will now spin out. Okay, I didn't. Good. No, we're fine. I am certain that you can take that flat out. I need a lot of downforce though. I know I can change my downforce actually, but I'd assume that would limit my top speed. Generally that's what happens when you change your downforce. You're forcing more air to push down on the car, and thus your top speed is hindered because there is more air resistance on your car, because you are deliberately creating a bigger bank of air resistance. Well, you're creating more downforce, so you're forcing the car down, not across. That's science. We're making the gap back anyway. That's the main thing. Fine. In fact, I'm up on my previous time. That's good too. See if I can set a decent lap. What if I can get into the 150s? Not if I do that. Not if I do that. sector marker? I think it's along, yeah, it's along here. On 20, right, so we are still up. I do have a chance at this. Just don't bluff this bit. Lovely. Could have probably taken a bit more speed through there, actually. Don't mess up the chicane. Lovely. Try and take this as tight as I can and then sweep outwards. Ah, 159. Or 150.9 rather. Close. Much better lap time, but wasn't quite the under 150 that I wanted. Still nowhere near the record anyway. Is that another group of them pitting in? It is. So they have pitted in on lap 8 to 9. So they may well pit again on lap 12 or 13. Depending on how their fuel behaves. I don't know if they're pitting because of fuel or tyres though. It must be fuel because my tyres aren't doing too badly by the time I get to the point where I need more fuel. Although I can tell the difference to a degree anyway. But yeah, we should be good. I'm excited to see what we get as a prize. I'm looking forward to it. Could even be something I haven't mentioned yet. So far I've mentioned the Sauber Mercedes, the Toyota GT1, the blue R390s. I mean we already have a GT1, but there's other numbers of them to unlock, I guess. Can't think of any more now. I know the Lancia prototype car's in this, but I'm pretty sure you get that from a Lemans race, so that'll be a bit later. Might not even be guessing it if it's the 24-hour one. Oh, best lap. I wasn't even concentrating. I was rambling for that one and I got a better lap time. I say we're not doing the 24-hour one. I just don't know where I'd slot it in. If I was to do it, I'd have to do it in save states, and you'd have to put up with just jumping straight back into it in multiple episodes sort of thing. I'd do it, but it'll be a bit sort of rose-tinted spectacles because I'll sort of not be doing the full experience of the game's 24-hour race because I'd be save stating in between so I could resume it easier and go to work and things. It's not really the full like Lemans 24 hours anyway. It's not the real one, obviously. I'm not in the car. I am in the car. Hello. I'm over to the right. But you know, I'm not actually in the car, so it's not the full experience of the Lemans 24 hours. But I can't imagine sitting in front of the screen for 24 hours doing it. I remember how I did the Gran Turismo one, because it was Gran Turismo 4, and we could do B-Spec mode, and I just set the guy on B-Spec mode in the black 787B, and he did it that way for me. And I was just on the computer doing other things, and then actually it was before I was even in work. I think it was whilst I was between jobs. Yeah, the only way you'll be able to see me do the Lemans 24 hours is if I'm between jobs, and the whole discussion in the whole race will just be me being sad about not being in work and stuff. Which would make for a great video, honestly. Oh dear. It's not exactly great commentary. Let's get through the wiggles here. We're coming up to having to need to pit again. In fact, I think the group behind me has just pitted to see if they stop, but I think they have, judging by the speed. Yes, they have. They have pitted. So they've pitted on 10 to 11. That'll be the last time they pit. And then I'll be pitting around 12 or 13. I'll probably pit the next time around. And then we'll do the last 3 laps on some fresh tyres. Well, up on our lap time again. I'll see if I can do something with this one actually. I highly doubt it, but I think I've peaked in the way of lap times, so... See, nope. Push too hard. Always the way. No, we're still up. How are we still up? I went on the grass. Still up. Okay. Okay, we can't possibly be up after this one. No, I took it nicely. Maybe the tyres are in optimum temperature now. I don't know. Okay, and this one, that was not the apex there. Now we'll be down, surely. Nope, that was better again. 50.5. And it's going to be a shame if I'm up on my times for this one, because this is going to be the one I pit in on. We are 300 miles ahead now. It's an overstatement of the year. Just going to wait until we get an actual timer so I can see how far we are actually ahead. It won't mean anything though, because we'll be just about to pit in anyway. Pit-in time loss is about the same as it was in Gran Turismo 4, to be honest, because you lose about 20 or 30 seconds in that game. So it's good that I was able to estimate. We're a minute, okay, we're a minute and 6 ahead, so we're going to be about 30 seconds ahead by the time I come out. That's not too bad at all. Fuel low is going to come a little bit sooner than last time, somehow. A bit weird. Didn't lose the back end there, but I took the corner a bit funny. Yeah, there's the fuel low. We're not even close to the straight yet. We've got a few more corners to go. Back straight anyway, not straight. We're not going to run out of fuel before we get to the pits though, we're fine. I think, yeah, the next group has pitted in again. That's the group that's doing a 3-lapper. Oh, we're up on time! Bother. I was down on the first segment and up in the next segment, but I've got to pit in or else I'll be crawling around for 3 laps, and that's not very useful. Get through here. Very bumpy the entrance to this pit lane. Yep, we'll refuel to 100, and I'll have the last of my coffee. Yep. I'm refueled, and the car will soon be refueled. Some fresh tyres. Full of fuel. And off we go. I probably didn't need to do 100% fuel actually, but I already did it. It's okay. We had time. I could have probably done it on like 80% fuel, but I didn't think about that. Doesn't really matter so much at the moment. See if I can get some... See if I can get a nice... not this lap, obviously, but the next lap. Just been... Whee! Okay, the tyres are not hard yet. I mean, not warm yet. Tyres don't harden as they go around, they get warmer as they go around. What am I doing? I'm not up to temperature. That is the term. Right. Obviously down on time. Another group has pitted in on lap 12 to 13 for them. So there was a first group and a second group that all pitted in twice. I'd be interested to see if another group pits in before we finish, but surely not. Unless they're low on fuel, we've only got like 2 laps left now. No one else should be pitting in, surely. I haven't even lapped anyone. most chance I've got of lapping anyone is that group that's just pitted in. But I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll give it a go, obviously, but I don't think I will. Unless they pitted in again. But no way. No way they're going to pit in 4 times in this race. That's ridiculous. 3 is quite large. Using every 5 laps. Fits the field out nicely though. There's races on every corner of the map, which makes things a bit more interesting. Very hard to tell which one's in second though. I'd appreciate if not only was my dot marked, but I'd like it if second place was marked with just like, I don't know, a green dot or a yellow dot, so I can tell it's part of the glance from mine. Mine is like twice the size and it's got 1p in the middle, but you know. Still. Let's see if I can set some nice laps to finish off with. That's up on that time, so that's a good start. We are 39 seconds in front, that's fine. Lovely stuff. Hit the brakes. And this one. I might actually catch up with these guys. I'm not as far away as I thought I'd be. I might actually be overtaking some other races before we finish. Do still have one more lap after this one. And they're on the straight now, and now I'm on the straight. I'm not a million miles away. I might catch them. Way up on my times. I should get into the 150s here, hopefully. Unless I make an almighty mess of the chicane. Hopefully not. Brakes, and chicane. That was not the apex, that was the dirt, but it won't have slowed me down too much, I hope. Come on, under a minute 50. Come on. Easy! 148 dead. Well, not dead, but 148.0. Nice. And that's what a fresh pair of tyres does. Lovely. And we're on to the last lap. Lap 45 of this video. Which is only about, like, half of Kyoto 0. That'd be 35. You know what I mean. It's not even half distance for some of the races I've done in the past. When I get back into the swing of doing ridiculous long races. I did enjoy them, but obviously I'd run out of things to say by about lap 30, probably. Other than commenting on everyone pitting in and whatever, which is what I've been doing anyway. See if I can get past this back marker before we finish. He's actually within my line of sight now, which is something. Yeah, we'll see if I can catch this guy. I think it's a Paynose. Yeah, it is. The last car that we overtake will be a Paynose. If I catch up. I don't know. I might not catch up. Oh. Come on. Come on. He's gone into mid-poly detail. He was in low poly. Okay, now... No, it's an R390. Can I take him? Yeah, we can. There we go, we lap one right at the end. And there we go. First. Wonderful. That was a good race. I enjoyed that. It was a good season. Good set of races, actually. Yep, really enjoyed that. That was lovely. Bit longer than, well, not as long as I thought. I thought it was going to be 20 lappers, but thankfully it was only 15ers. I assume the next championship with the next stage up of cars will be the same and have 15. But we'll tackle that one when we come to it. I'll have to find another slot in my schedule to get that one done. Next game, no idea. Something a bit shorter. Anyway, there we go. Let's end this one. And we will collect our winnings. Lovely. There we go. Just the Audis 7, 8. 30 came in. Number 30, the R390 came in 5th, so he lost out on that one. Ended up being 30 and a draw for second with 10. And there we go. Okay, so it's trophy time. There is my little swirly trophy. Lovely. And the cars. We get the open top Paynos LMP Spider, which is quite nice. A lot of acceleration and top speed on that. And we get the blue R390. Yay! I wanted that. Nice. Lovely. I have my favourite, or definitely one of my favourites. And there we have it. That's the end of that one. Next championship will be the Super Prototype Endurance one. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.